Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. In this section, I'm going to explain or answering all of the question which is addressed by Mr. Kahar. There are 7 questions would be answered by me. The first question I'd like to answer it. There are 3 kinds of perspective that as far as I know. The first perspective is academic reason, and the second pragmatic reason, and the third is pedagogical reason. Let me explain from the pedagogical reason. Academic reason, exactly. Academic reason tells the advantage learning data as the purpose. Discourse analysis is interdisciplinary to expand the knowledge of learning language, to know relationship with linguistic. And then the second pragmatic reason, pragmatic reason represents or shows us we can prevent the mistakes later when we are speaking with the foreigner. Discourse analysis means discourse analysis is made in order we can speak properly or maybe appropriately to the foreigner, or maybe someone who is from the Western, and then we have different culture to speak. Pragmatic reason tells us how to act how to speak and how to act appropriately, like we must introduce ourselves first, or maybe we must tell us our origin, or maybe a little small talk in order the foreigner doesn't often where we ask the absolute question. And then the third is pedagogical reason. Pedagogical reason aims to teach the student in order they can speak properly with the foreigners later. Means we must share the factual learning for the students. And then the teacher must prepare all of the things that the students later need when they are speaking, not only forming the language in order they can speak, but they must know how to function the language later. Next, the second, actually this is a question really really adjust me. Of course, everyone must learn about data. Moreover, the people or the students who are in English department must know it, because speaking must be appropriately, not only forming the speaking way of forming the sentence in order we can speak, but then also we must know the function, or to how we function the speak later when we speak or maybe write on the paper. And then the third, what should the students do in learning data? The students are supposed to learn in realizing the mistake in speaking and in any mistaken field in linguistics, such as expression, rules, and so on, as well as the culture to speak. What are advantages of learning data? As I told you in the first question, in order we can prevent the mistake or maybe the wrong rule of speaking later, parenthesis, in order we can know how to function a language, not only forming the language, but we must know the culture and the rule and how we rule the speaking in particular language. Next, according to the view, what should be learned and should be taught? Suggestion from the expert: emphasis on teaching of foreign language is to provide communication through a functional syllabus by making use of the integration of 4 language skills by the help of the student-oriented class, authentic test, and applying communicative testing principle to teaching. In more specific case, what are the advantages of learning data? In specific case, later. Moreover, me as the preservist teacher, in other week I can teach or maybe deliver uh, some subject, some subject, properly. The students won't get lost with what they know, but the student must know everything about language. Moreover, discourse analysis in language teaching and in language learning. Then how to use the pedagogical context. As it involves the role by making use the integration of all language skills by help to student-oriented classes, authentic tests, and applying communicative testing principle to teaching. And then the example of use the in pedagogical context, maybe we can give expressions or maybe the video which is related to the culture of the foreigner in the Western, in order the student understand appropriately what they do in speaking and what they introduce in speaking. Okay, that's all of the question I have answered. I hope there will not be any mistaken. If I have a mistaken, please comment my mistaken and I will remember it, and then I will repair it later when I'm representing again about discourse analysis. My name is Muhammad Sahid. The last I say, wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.